5 years ago, I was 23 and faced with a choice that would define my entire future. My college friends were going out every weekend, spending money on clothes and gadgets, sleeping in until noon, and living what they called the good life. I was invited to join them, but I had a different plan. While they were partying, I was learning web development. While they were sleeping in, I was waking up at 5 a.m. to work on my side projects. Last month, one of them told me, "I wish I had done what you did." There's no middle ground. The universe doesn't care about your excuses, your circumstances, or your feelings. It only rewards those who are willing to give up short-term comfort for long-term success. Every successful person you admire made this choice at some point. They chose to sacrifice their present comfort for their future freedom. They chose to be different, to be disciplined, to be uncomfortable today so they could be unstoppable tomorrow. I wish I had sacrificed those few years of fun for the skills you have now. Are you willing to sacrifice parties for building your business? Are you willing to sacrifice comfort for growth? The choice you make in the next 90 days will determine whether you will be celebrating or regretting 5 years from now. Don't let temporary pleasures rob you of permanent success. Choose sacrifice today, choose growth tomorrow, and choose a life without regret. What are you willing to sacrifice starting right now? Another said, "I wasted so much time and money on things that didn't matter. I should have invested in myself like you did." They're now trying to catch up, taking the same courses I took 5 years ago, but they're doing it with more responsibilities, less energy, and the added pressure of supporting themselves and their families. While they were spending money on instant gratification, I was investing every spare rupee into online courses and business books. They called me boring, antisocial, and said I was wasting my youth. But I knew something they didn't. I was making a choice between sacrifice now or regret later. The sacrifice was real and it was hard. I said no to countless parties, movie nights, and weekend trips. I ate simple meals while my friends posted pictures from expensive restaurants. I wore the same clothes for months while they showed off new outfits every week. I spent Friday nights coding instead of clubbing. I spent Sundays learning instead of lounging. My social media was filled with study notes and project screenshots while theirs was full of party photos and vacation selfies. There were moments when I questioned myself, when I felt like I was missing out on the best years of my life. But I kept reminding myself that temporary sacrifice leads to permanent improvement, while temporary pleasure leads to permanent regret. Fast forward to today, the results speak for themselves. I'm running a profitable digital agency, working with international clients, and earning more in a month than my friends make in 6 months. I have the freedom to travel, the money to buy what I want, and the skills to create opportunities wherever I go. But here's what's really heartbreaking: those same friends who called me boring 5 years ago are now stuck in jobs they hate, living paycheck to paycheck, and constantly complaining about their circumstances. They are 28 now and just starting to realize that all those parties and good times didn't build any real value in their lives. The most painful part isn't even the financial difference, it is watching the regret in their eyes. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear: you are either sacrificing for growth or you are going to regret it later. The question isn't whether you should sacrifice, the question is what you are willing to sacrifice and for how long. Are you willing to sacrifice Netflix for skill development,